Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how I painted up this Deathrattle Skeleton and how you can too. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. First, we're going to be dry brushing the model using Mournfang Brown from Citadel. You don't need to be too accurate at all during this step, we're really just trying to get paint on the model. A few passes here and then we're done. Next, we're going to be using Dirty Down's Rust Effect. This is a solvent-based paint, which starts to dry very quickly after application. I recommend you use an old paintbrush when applying this product, as it can be quite harsh on the bristles. After giving it a really good shake, start working your way around the model, picking out all the areas you want to be rusted metal. Look at that, I think the effect is already looking awesome. You could literally stop here and call it a day. However, I like experimenting, so I wanted to do a few more things before really calling it finished. For the next step, we're going to do some dry brushing, this time using plate armor from 2 thin coats, although any steel or metal color would be fine. Moving on to the cloak, and I've opted to go for a bluey green tone as I find it complements the browns and oranges of the rust across the rest of the model. For this I'm using Vallejo Model Color Dark Sea Blue. Let's move on to the spear handle. For this, I'm keeping things super simple and using a single layer of dark burgundy from Pro Acryl. Now the first layer on the cloak is dried, we're going to start building up some highlights using a mix of pastel blue from AK Interactive and our previous layer color, Dark Sea Blue. The ratio here is about 4 parts Dark Sea Blue to 1 part pastel blue. Continuing to build up the highlights, we're going to add a little more pastel blue, this time with a ratio of about 2 parts Dark Sea Blue to 1 part pastel blue. Finally, for the most extreme highlights, we're using a ratio of 1:1 Dark Sea Blue and Pastel Blue, focusing on the most prominent edges and folds of the cloak. Now for the bone parts of the model, we're going to base coat everything using Baneblade Brown from Citadel. Be sure to take your time, as some of these parts can be tricky to reach with a brush. To help make the bone pop some more, we're going back in with the highlight of Wraith Bone from Citadel. Don't worry if things are a bit bright at the moment, we'll tone this all down in the next step. Using dark green streaking grime from AK Interactive, we're going to apply this enamel wash over the entirety of the model. This will help build up some shadows and give the whole model a grimy tint, which is exactly what I'm after. After leaving the streaking grime to dry for about 3 minutes, we're going to begin removing the excess using a disposable makeup applicator I got off Amazon. They're super cheap and are perfect for the job. If you find that the grime isn't coming off that easy, you can always add a drop of white spirits to the makeup applicator, which will reactivate the streaking grime, making it easy to wipe away. Now I went a little crazy with the metal dry brush before, and I want to bring back some of that wicked rust effect that we had going on. So I'm cracking open the Dirty Down Rust once again. After that's done, to add more age and decay to the metal, we're going to be using Dirty Down's verdigris effect. We're going to apply it the same way we did with the rust, however we want to be a little bit more targeted in our placement as we don't want it to be too prominent. After finishing off the base, our Deathrattle Skeleton is now complete. This model probably took me around 1.5 hours to complete, and for that amount of time, I'm very happy with the result. I hope you liked this video and found it useful. If you want to see more tutorials like this in the future, be sure to drop this video a like and hit the subscribe button down below. That's it for now. Take care. Bye bye.